everyone, it's me again. This is going to be the start of a new weekly writing vlog. It is Thursday, so I guess that's just the day I like to start. It is Thursday, March 26th? Yes, March 26th, and I'm working from home today, so I don't have to rush and run out the door and get ready. I am here with a candle, I got my iced coffee, and yeah. The other day I reached page 90 in my manuscript, and last night I reached, I don't know if you can, yeah, page 96, which means I have 4 pages to go until I hit my goal of redrafting 100 pages in the month of March, and considering it's March 26th, I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm going to keep my Camp NaNoWriMo goal as 100 pages because, you know, obviously it can be done, so that's pretty cool. That's kind of exciting. I did not do much writing yesterday because I didn't get to take my lunch break at work, which is kind of garbage when I think about it because I'm not getting paid for that half hour, you know, so I kind of just worked for free for a half hour. I did make it to at least 1,000 words yesterday, and yeah, so I'm excited to jump in. If all goes according to plan, I will have made it to page 100 by the end of today. Although I do have Animal Crossing waiting for me. But yeah, I'm gonna start writing, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to ramble too much, but I just can't help myself. You know how it is. You've probably been watching, you know, all my other videos, you know? I'm a rambler. Whew, that was a lot of talking. My jaw has been clicking. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know why it seems to do that first thing in the morning, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get writing. So, excitingly, I finished that chapter. It was chapter 16 in the new draft, chapter 17 in the old one. Finishing that chapter has brought me to page 101. So that's pretty exciting. Not only did I finish this chapter and get to page 101, I really liked the new way I ended this chapter. It had a fine ending before, but I think my new ending is, you know, at least twice as good. Twice as good, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. I don't know, it's still early and I'm a little, you know. God, how do I write in the mornings when this is how I behave in the mornings? But yeah, I'm excited, and I got 1,942 words this morning, so I am well, you know, well ahead of what I need to worry about to reach my goal today. And the very next chapter I will be redrafting is chapter 18, which is where things begin to pick up, as I mentioned in my last video, because I was feeling kind of the drag of still being in kind of the beginning of this book, and this book is my favorite, and now that things are picking up, I'm going to be experiencing all of my favorite scenes. I was thinking of a lot of scenes that are coming up that I'm not looking forward to, but for now I'm just gonna ignore those scenes because now I only care about the exciting thing. Yes, this is wonderful. It's like starting at chapter 18, there's just so much good stuff. It's like there's something good in every chapter, whether it's, you know, character related with emotions or relationships, or whether it's plot driven items. So that is really, really exciting. You know, I still have a really long ways to go before I finish this draft. I have 289 pages to go, but I am planning to do 100 pages for Camp NaNo, so right there I know that by the end of April at least I will have, you know, 89 pages to go. I'm just kidding, because I'm not gonna like stop and wait for April. I'm going to keep going. Especially because I, like I said, have made it to the exciting part. Let me just pull it out. And during this chapter, I kind of was reminded I have all these grand ideas for, like, you know, short fics that I could possibly put on my site about my minor characters, because a problem I always have with writing is that as much as I love my main characters, I always fall in love with my secondary characters. And there's these two characters. I was going to give you their names, but I won't spoil it. I don't think any of you are actually, you know, keeping up with the Gargoyles of Craven trilogy. But books 1 and 2 are out, but these characters have not yet interacted, so I don't want to spoil it. They are two of my favorite characters. One was never even supposed to make it past book 1, but I just fell in love with him. Yeah, and I really want to write about them and their future after this story ends, but I'm gonna actually finish this story before I do that. So, chapter 18, which will become chapter 17 in the second draft, that is 7 pages, so I am not going to get started on that right away, however, because I have a little under an hour until I have to get my work computer set up, and I actually think that I want to bring the Switch in here and play a little Animal Crossing for just a little bit. I'm very excited, and now that I'm home, I can take a lunch break and not have to worry about working through my lunch like I do at the office. And on my lunch break, I will most likely be starting chapter 17 in the second draft, and I'm very excited. And I don't know what all this is about. I think even despite the fact that I'm tired, my coffee is kicking in, so. Speaking of coffee, have you guys tried the Dalgona coffee recipe going around? It is super easy and it is actually really delicious. You take instant coffee, sugar, or Splenda. I used Splenda and it still works, so if you don't like to use sugar or don't have sugar, because I'm both of those, you can use Splenda and it's fine. You take basically equal parts instant coffee, sugar, and hot water. Recipes I see all call for 2 tablespoons, but that produces like a lot and I don't need that much. Like I said, equal parts instant coffee, sugar, and hot water. And you use a hand mixer if you are like me and do not have any arm strength. And you have to mix it up until it becomes this whipped, frothy concoction and it becomes like a light brown color. And then you get like a glass of milk, like iced milk, and you spoon that whipped frothy mixture on top of it, and it like melts into the milk, and you use a straw and you can kind of poke it down into the milk, and honestly it is delicious, and it is like the cheapest coffee drink you can make. And using Splenda, I feel like all of your like, you know, calories and stuff is coming from whatever milk you use. So I really recommend looking into that recipe. It's called Dalgona, I think. I'll put it on the screen because I don't know how to say it, and I might be saying it wrong, but I really recommend that. I will probably be making myself one a little bit later. I'm gonna finish my iced coffee. I don't know how I managed to write a whole chapter without finishing this, but I'm gonna finish this, drink some water, and then I'll probably be making a Dalgona coffee. So it's about 10:07 in the morning. I'm still working, but I'm taking a little break so that I can go and make myself Dalgona coffee that I was talking about. And I figured, why not show y'all how it's made, or at least how I have learned to make it, and it's pretty good, so, you know, you can make it like me. So yeah, I just thought it would be cool to show you that. So, instant coffee, and this is just some lame, great value instant coffee that I bought like over a year ago, and it's still good, so. I only have packets of Splenda. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I'm only using 4 packets because when I follow the recipe to a T, it's a little too sweet for me. I don't have any mixing bowls, so this is a Mass Effect cereal bowl. If you know Lasto, the Hanar Spectre that they made movies about in the Mass Effect universe. I got these from a Mass Effect loot crate. There was a set of 2. And they're silly, but I love them, and they're perfect for, you know, for mixing. And then you need a hand mixer, of course. This was my mom's. It's old, but, you know, it does the job. And then calls for hot water. It doesn't have to be, like, boiling water, just as long as it's hot water. So honestly, I just use hot water from the tap, because why not? Okay, and so it's gonna look really dark and disgusting, basically. And that's what your hand mixer comes into play. This is my least favorite part because I do not like loud noises. Makes a little bit of a mess, but then what you're left with is this frothy concoction. It's very foamy. It's like a coffee foam, basically. And then it's just that simple. You spoon it over top. And it's very light. It looks not that appetizing, but it's really a light foam. Basically. It produces a lot too if you follow the recipe, so you kind of have to use a big cup or use some math to determine whatever. You know what I'm saying. Now if you are not like an actual coffee drinker, but you know, you occasionally like Starbucks drinks, I probably wouldn't recommend this because it does have kind of a high coffee taste. I mean a strong coffee taste. You know, obviously the main ingredient besides the milk is coffee, so. And it will begin to kind of melt into the milk, but also, you know, your straw when you kind of poke it around a little bit. You can stir it, but it'll just mess up the beautiful foam on top, so I don't. And it's messy, but it washes away pretty quickly, fortunately. And there you have it. Dalgona coffee, or however you say it. And all in all, that took 10 minutes, I think. I only mix it. I eyeball mine, but I mixed it for about 3 minutes. But I have to get back to work. That was a nice 10-minute break. So yeah, I'm going back to work. And hopefully I will do some writing later. So it is Saturday, March 28th. I was going to film yesterday. I had a whole plan for last night. I was going to get home from work, make myself some Dalgona coffee, and do a lot of writing basically. But I just had the worst day at work that I've had recently. This alternating working from home schedule is great on the days that I'm home, but on the days that I'm in there, and I assume the other girl has the same problem. We used to have 3 people on our team, and now we only have 2, but we're still doing as much work as we had to do before, so we are already doing the work for 3 people, and then when it's just one of us there, we're still doing the work of 3 people, and it's just one. And yesterday was just a bad day. It's like I didn't even have a chance to breathe. I wanted to eat a banana for breakfast, and it took me like an hour just to be able to eat this banana because every time I tried, there was, you know, a question from this person, a question from that person. Hey, can you make this ticket? You know, it's driving me crazy. People were asking me questions, like, up until on my way out the door, I was like, I can't help you, I'm off the clock, like, figure it out yourself. I didn't say that, but that's what I wanted to say. It was just a bad day, and I get home, and because everyone is quarantined, I guess, there's absolutely no parking, and nothing makes me angrier than paying over $1,300 a month for my apartment, and I can't even park near my apartment. It is outrageous, so I had a good cry in my car before I walked in, and then I just collapsed into bed and had to wallow for a little bit, and then my boyfriend made me feel better by giving up Animal Crossing, but also we got some Taco Bell for dinner. But yeah, so yesterday sucked, and today is a new day. It is about 8 a.m., a nice rainy day, because I like rainy days. I have some protein coffee. It came, if you follow me on Instagram, it came on Thursday afternoon. It is from Complete Nutrition. The brand they call it is like Main Roast Protein Coffee. And you can get a special bundle where if you buy all 3 flavors, you get a free shaker cup. It's a little pricey. It comes with iced coffee, caramel frappe, and mocha latte. I tried the iced coffee yesterday. Pretty good. This is the mocha latte. Also pretty good. I like this because it's under 100 calories a serving. I'm not trying to shill this product to you, by the way. I just I've recently given up Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm not taking it well. But anyway, under 100 calories per serving, and there's 15 grams of protein per serving, and that's been really helping me. I got this cup from Target. I love it. And these friggin' silicone straws, they're softer than I thought they would be, but I love them too. But yeah, so I got my protein, iced coffee, and I got my manuscript. I did not do... Okay, that's a lie. I did write yesterday. Let me see how much I got. I think I really only wrote one page, unfortunately. Yep, I wrote exactly one page, 837 words. Yeah, so that sucks. Things are just rough at work right now, and it's not fun, obviously. But it's the weekend, and like I said, I am very happy with this weather, and I'm just gonna get to writing. I'm still kind of riding the high that I am now on page 103, meaning my camp goal is doable. So I'm getting a little bit more excited for camp. This is my writing journal. You've probably seen it before if you've watched my other videos. I am probably going to do like a spread where I might just make a bunch of boxes or even shapes. Since I'm planning on doing 100 pages, that would be 100 shapes, so it might be easier for me to just do boxes and color in as I go. You know, there's something about keeping track, like physically, that really, really motivates me. So that actually might be something I work on today, is getting a spread set up for Camp NaNo tracking. But enough rambling. I'm going to get to writing. So we have upgraded from rain to a thunderstorm. That's exciting. I don't know if my camera picked up the flash of lightning or the rumble of thunder, but I'm very excited. This is perfect writing weather, and I know that sounds so freaking corny, but I am so excited. It's been raining a lot in Maryland, at least my part of Maryland, but I feel like we haven't gotten thunderstorms in a long time. I'm very excited. So, it is 9:21. Unfortunately, the storm did not last much longer. I think it might have thundered once more after that first time, and then it was just normal rain, and now it stopped. But it's still dreary and, you know, overcast, so I'm excited. I did not finish this chapter yet. I have like one page left to write, but I have so far written 1,780 words. A lot of it is new words, which I really do not like, that I am adding so much when I'm trying to be cutting stuff, but I can only do what the story compels me to do. And I'm excited with what I'm doing. I can feel myself making it better, which is always good. But like I said, it's almost 9:30. I am just about finished my protein coffee. I would like to make some Dalgona coffee, but my boyfriend is still sleeping, and I don't want the hand mixer to wake him up, so I'm gonna wait till he gets up. For now, I have water, you know, good enough excuse as any to stay hydrated. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from writing and work on some Camp NaNo spreads. So I'm gonna do that, and if I come up with a spread that I like, I will definitely share it, because I'm actually getting very excited about camp. Up until now, it's kind of just been a, yeah, I guess I'll participate type attitude, but I'm getting excited about it. So I think I'll be even more excited once I do a spread in my journal. So yeah, water, NaNo spread. Aw, yeah, you already know what this is. So I did not do any writing because I was working on my Camp NaNo tracker, and I made a mistake. I am an idiot because I thought, yeah, I'm doing 100 pages, so I will draw 100, you know, blocks basically to color in, and that was completely boring and monotonous, and it weighed on my fingers, but here we go. I printed this out on my phone memo printer, and then I just colored it with some like knockoff Tombow dual brush markers that I got from Michael's. The brand is like Artist's Loft, and they look just like Tombow's, but I imagine they're not as good as them. And then rewriting 100 pages, and there are, you know, exactly 100 squares. And it was rough. It was really rough. And I'm gonna use, despite the fact that pink is obviously my favorite color, I'm going to just use multiple colors, and I'm going to use like a color a day so that I can kind of look at it quickly and say, you know, okay, here's 5 blue squares. I did 5 pages that day, if that makes sense. I did have the thought to only do a box for every 10 pages, but there are a lot of days where I can only get through 1 or 2 pages, and the whole point of having a spread like this is to motivate me and keep me going. And if I don't have a box to color in at the end of the day, I'm not very motivated. Let me let my cat in. There he is. He hates when this door is shut. See, look at him. He already wants out. You're a baby. He hates when it's shut. That's why he wants in. And then he hates being in here with it shut, so he wants out. So yeah, this is going to be my spread for Camp NaNo. I wanted to do more, but I don't know what to do on the spread, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And for now, with my coffee, he's at the door again. With my coffee in hand, I'm going to do some more writing. I would at least want to get through this chapter today, and like I said, I have at least 1 page left. Technically, if you go by the page numbers, it's 2, but there is exactly 1 sentence on the last page, so I'm counting it as just 1 page, basically. I was just telling my boyfriend, I don't know what my favorite thing about this drink is. That it tastes good, that it's fairly low calorie because all the calories are coming from this if you use a sweetener instead of sugar. Also, it's just so inexpensive. You can find all of these ingredients at the dollar store. It blows my mind. You guys know that I'm very cheap, I've said it before. So the fact that a coffee drink can taste this good and look this cool, like the layers, for such a small amount of money, I love it. So I finished chapter 17 and I got 2,756 words written, which brings my total for the whole manuscript up to 46,000 exactly. So yeah, I pulled out the next chapter. There's a lot of pages. 6 pages. More than I thought it would be. But yeah, so 6 pages in the next chapter. I don't see myself writing this full chapter later, especially because it looks like I'm gonna have to kind of redo the opening of this chapter to make it better. I say that because there's a lot of pink. Also, the last chapter, which was chapter 18 in the first draft, I mentioned in my past video that once I got to chapter 18, things would kind of pick up story-wise. So yeah, chapter 19. Yes, something dramatic happens in chapter 19, which will be chapter 18. I'm essentially a chapter behind, and Shyla begins to feel negative effects of magic, and it was really interesting to write that the first time around, so I'm excited to kind of rewrite it and make it better. What's really kind of concerning, I guess, is that I showed you I'm at 46,000 words for this draft, and honestly, I don't even think I'm halfway finished. This is definitely the longest of the 3, and I'm kind of nervous that it's going to be too long, but it's all stuff that needs to happen, and there's no way I could, you know, split it up into a 4th book. So the 3rd one is just going to be obnoxiously long. I think it's much better than the other 2, so hopefully people who are reading it will forgive the length, I guess. So it is 1:03. I am almost finished my Dalgona coffee, and I'm getting really hungry because all I had today was my protein coffee this morning. I have some leftover Taco Bell because, you know, I'm smart, and I knew I would want some today, so I saved some. So I'm probably gonna go snack on that and chill with my boyfriend for a little bit. And I honestly think I am going to come back and start working on the next chapter. May even make myself a second one of these because they're so easy and inexpensive. I did want to do a little bit of planning today in my Hobonichi. I did like a cover page, which I have a hack. If you are a bullet journaler, but you suck at hand lettering, very much like myself. Let me show you what I did today. I mentioned my Fomemo, I think it's Fomemo, my Fomemo printer. I don't know if I've ever talked about it. Fomemo. And it is just this little, I got the pink one, they come in different colors. It's a little box, basically, that you connect to your phone through Bluetooth. It doesn't use ink, it is a thermal printer. The paper is that I have a sticker paper, and it can only print black and white because it's thermal, but it's very useful, especially with something like this. I suck at hand lettering, but I wanted to make a cover page for the month of April. It's my favorite month. That's probably obvious why. But, okay, so I'm usually much better at watching my battery life, but my battery died. So this is my April cover page. I may put some quotes on there or something, but, you know, from far away you can't really tell. Up front, I mean up close you can tell. I just found this on Google and printed it out, and it looks really freaking cute. So I was just excited to share that little bit of news with y'all, that if you have a little thermal printer like that, it's perfect for like bullet journaling and planning and stuff like that. So yeah, while my battery was charging, because I'm an idiot who only has one, I went out to the living room with my boyfriend. I had some leftover Taco Bell. I played a little Animal Crossing myself. I made myself another coffee, and I spent the rest of the time working on next week's spread in my Hobonichi. My Hobonichi, it's the day free, and I use it as kind of a bullet journal. Okay, I'll show you a little bit of my spread. So I went with a cat theme. These stickers came in the Sticky Club March Cute Pack. The theme was Nico Digital. So we have cats like on a Switch, on a tablet, and it has these little washi strips as well. This post-it note came, and I used this washi tape that I found on Etsy because it's my favorite, but also because Wednesday, April 1st, is my birthday. And also, the 4th is the anniversary of when I adopted McLovin. I have had him for 11 years, which is amazing to me. I'm really awkward about showing my planner. I don't know why. It's kind of personal, I guess, because I kind of want to film like plan with me's. I just get very embarrassed and shy about it. I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog. Kinda sucks that I had to wait for my camera battery to charge just for that. I am going to attempt to write some more. I just don't think I'm gonna film it because it is already 4:50 p.m. I want to get started on editing this vlog as well. So I think I'm going to end it right here. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always watching and sticking with me. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Are you excited for camp? What are you working on? Tell me. I know sometimes it's awkward to talk about your own writing, but I want to hear. I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching.